for a number of months. So I want to be present. Oh my goodness, I'm really feeling your heart, and that makes a big difference to me. So I had a near-death experience at 19 after life-threatening brain surgery. The part that was so transformative, there were several parts that was very transformative. The first part was just before I was going into the surgery. I had everybody that loved me the most, my boyfriend, my family members, one by one, they came in and they said goodbye to me. And just like taking it, that love, that presence into my heart a moment ago from me, there was something completely transformative about that presence, that love, and there was something just incredibly healing, because I knew in that moment, if I survived, it would be a gift. But I had been given a 50-50 chance of survival. I had been told that there was a high probability I'd be a quadriplegic from the surgery. So I really had to face my death at 19. But that incredible force of love made me realize I had gotten everything I came for in that, my precious life. So that was a healing moment. But then during the surgery and soon after the surgery, I had this experience of witnessing myself from a much larger perspective. I had a sense of, the classic, as you look at yourself from the operating table, you look down at your body. It was more like my body was the whole living earth. It was this incredible sense of connection, and all the different layers of life were at play, and in the joy of somehow this great symphony of life that was going on. But I came back after that surgery, and I was so filled with this fire in my heart, this fire in my belly. I wanted to share that experience. I wanted to bring others into it or be in the joy of this amazing connection that we have, this privilege. Oh my God, I didn't die, I was alive at 19. So I tried every which way I could to communicate. Wow, we're alive. Wow, this is amazing. Life is all connected. Everything is alive. But what I found is the more I spoke about it, the more it disconnected me from people. And I realized that I really wanted to belong to my fellow human. So I shut that down for over 5 years. And finally, it was through painting, it was through letting go on similar large canvases that I found in the creative process, something dropped, like this cocoon, something opened up, and there was something that flew through in the gates of the human being here. And in the process of painting, symbols came up, metaphors, the sort of language, visual language. We have wonderful, talented artist, healer who works with sound. For me, it was the images that came through. And then there were stories that I could hear that were coming through. So suddenly I could create from that moment and begin to tell my story and heal myself. And once I had told my story, there was this movement of others that came, and they said, help me, I want to express myself. So then I went on to get a master's and a Ph.D. in psychology and begin a private practice that I've been doing for about 35 years. It's called Cocoon to Butterfly, because I found that it was a wonderful metamorphosis metaphor to be able to talk about this process of letting go of that which is a part of ourselves is no longer fully alive, and to trust the creative process, that when we can let go and connect to this amazing symphony of life that is on so many different dimensions, when we connect, we can allow that creative energy to come through and build a practice for ourselves. Just like, how many of you work out at gyms with weights? Fantastic. How many of you have a practice of meditating where you sit in silence? Amazing. So using the creative process itself as a meditation. So that's what this book, it's a 7-week program. That's what it helps people do. It gives them guidelines. It gives them some background in how you can do that for yourself. And I'll talk later a little bit more about practice and I think the crisis that we're currently facing as a human species on this planet and the creative process and opening up to it as a possible way for healing.